Going on, everyone? Rabid here at the Rabid Mining YouTube channel, and we have a couple things to talk about in this video. Number one, we did hit over 20,000 subscribers, so thank you very much, guys. If you haven't, please hit that subscribe button, thumbs up button, as well as bell notification to be notified for future videos. And I did mine Raptoreum for 1 week solo, just to see if it could potentially be more profitable than mining to a pool with the hash rate that I have, seeing how the difficulty did recently shoot up so high. Second, we're going to be looking into my three-way CPU mining test between Monero Ocean, Haven, and Raptoreum to see who could win. I will be doing this for 7 days. Video dropped yesterday on what's going on here. If you haven't seen it, be sure to check it out. But I'm mining these three coins as well for 7 days. It's been a little over 1 day. So depending on the pool, the PPLNS and all the shares are now fully ramped up. So we have some early results here, only for a day and a half. So things will get better as it progresses now, but Raptoreum could potentially be losing its crown for most profitable. And third on this video, if you noticed the last time I showed my hash rates and whatnot, the 3000 series seemed to be outperforming the 5000 series in its thread performance. So I am going to do a benchmark on a 3950X compared to my 5950X to see if we are outperforming it, because we did see the 3900X have better thread performance than the 5000 series of my 5950X. So again, 3950X versus 5950X. And as well, people in the comments were saying that they are noticing 3000 series threads outperforming 5000 series threads. Welcome to the Rabid Mining YouTube channel, where I waste my power so that you can run efficient. Okay, so first thing on my list, I tried Raptoreum mining solo for 7 days to see if I could potentially be more profitable than when I was mining to a pool. Now, what do I mean by this? The difficulty went up. I previously did try solo mining a few months back when it was only like 3 to 5 mega hash on the network. I was mining with 6 rigs, 9,500 coins per day. So I would have to mine like 3 blocks solo in a 24-hour period to be as profitable as mining on a pool. Now, that did not go his way. I lost a lot of Raptoreum when I did that, so it failed. I went back to a pool. Now that the Raptoreum hash rate has ballooned quite a bit, we're usually sitting around 200 to 300 mega hash max on the network, and it's constantly going up and down depending on the cloud miners and anyone else that is renting hardware for Raptoreum. So I tried it for 7 days, and the results are, well, Rig 5 is very upset, because with everything on Raptoreum for 7 days, I hit a grand total of 0 blocks. That's right, 0, nothing. I did not hit a single block. So that means I did not mine any Raptoreum for the whole week. So my weekly profit video, which I usually drop today, which you're watching this instead, is at 0. So I made a lot more just from using the Raptoreum smart nodes, which is $4,000. Not $4,000, 4,000 RTM. $4,000 would be sweet, obviously, but I got 4,000 RTM from the Raptoreum smart nodes. So that was my highest bank of Raptoreum for the week. So upsetting week for mining Raptoreum for myself, but again, you know, we all know solo mining is very risky. A lot of luck comes into play, and I just couldn't hit a block, so it failed. Now let's move on to the workstation, get into step number 2 of this video, which is the profitability between these 3 coins currently that I am testing, and that is Raptoreum, Monero Ocean, which is a profit switching CPU mineable pool that pays you out in XMR, and mining straight Haven by itself. Okay, as for our tests, it's been a little over a day and a half, not quite a day and a half yet. So very early. And remember, our PPLNS logs have to build up for a couple hours depending on the pool until they start getting into the full swing of things. So remember, very early numbers. We still have like 5.5 days to go until we see the final results. But first up, here we are, Raptoreum. We're at about 31.66 coins, which works out to be $1.59. So not too bad at all, really. Profits are looking not too bad, a little over $1.50. Now here is Monero Ocean, 0.006545 XMR so far. That is $1.58, so 1 cent less profitable than mining Raptoreum. And for Haven, straight out, we got 0.11124 so far, which is $1.27. So a little bit less than Monero Ocean and less than Raptoreum, but you know, these are actually fairly close. And if you start putting power consumption into this, Raptoreum may be losing. As we know, 3.6 at, 1 volt. Does work out to be a low on Raptoreum of about 87 watts and a high of about 116 to 118 watt range. Now, XMR, if it does hit that rotation on Monero, that's about 109 watts with these settings. And Haven itself only uses like 90 watts. So very, very efficient. Ultimately, overall, and they don't jump around like Raptoreum does. So they are long-term using less power than Raptoreum does through all those different algorithms bouncing around. So possibly Monero Ocean could be in the lead here. Well, I will not know everything until the full test is done, but these numbers are looking very close. So Raptoreum is dropping in profitability again. The price is also down a little bit, but if we see another 8-cent pump, maybe a higher 10-cent pump, who knows what could happen. Raptoreum in a couple of years could hit $2 and it'll just be massively, insanely profitable. But right now, it looks like per day type of thing. They're very, very close in profits. And Raptoreum potentially following down to third place between these based on power. And for our final test here, when we did find out that the 3900X was performing per thread more than our 5950X, it led to the question, does the 3000 outperform the 5000, at least on Raptoreum? And this opened up a whole new can of worms. So here we have the 3950X, no XMP profile enabled, versus our 5950X, and it even had XMP profile enabled on it. So the faster RAM, because people are saying the 5000 series may benefit more from the increased RAM speeds over the 3000 series. So here we are, both of them 3.6 gigahertz, all core overclocks, 1 volt. 5950X does have XMP profile enabled, and the 3950X does not have XMP profile enabled. And the results are the 3000 series still took this by a decent margin. So 3950X did hit 4038.5 hashes. So that is 4 kilohash on the Raptoreum network. That is 126.2 hashes per thread. Now our 5950X only hit 3,694.95 hashes, or 3.6 kilohash at 115.47 per thread. Now that is a little lower than our previous test, because previously I was at 3.8 and this time I did drop it to 3.6, so it would be on par with the settings of the 3950X. That is a total difference of 343.55 hashes and 10.73 hashes per thread. There we have it, guys. That does sum up this video. So to wrap everything up here, I solo mined and did not hit any blocks. So it was a gamble which did not pay off. So I got 0 Raptoreum. If you decide to solo mine for yourself, remember it's luck based. You could hit some blocks, you might not hit some blocks. I could solo mine for this week and potentially hit 3 or 4 blocks. We never know what could happen. But if you do solo mine and you don't hit anything, you will not get any rewards. Summing up our test here between Raptoreum, Haven, and Monero Ocean, it does look like they are all fairly close in profits. And depending on the price of Raptoreum at the time, you could potentially be making more based on your power consumption, mining something on Monero Ocean or potentially straight Haven. And last but not least, which opens up a whole new can of worms, is the 3000 series outperforming the 5000 series by quite a bit. So now I'm gonna have to go over other coins like XMR directly, Haven, everything on my 5950X as well as my 3950X to see hash rate comparisons and everything. So I just got a whole bunch more tests to do because of this previous test. Is it only on Raptoreum, or is it also affecting other coins as well? Thanks for watching, everyone. Please hit that subscribe button for Rig 5 right here. Hit that bell notification button. I'll see you in the next one. Rabid out. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you haven't, please comment, subscribe, and like this video, as well as check out one of these other videos if you have not seen it yet. I do try to stream every Saturday and Sunday, so stay tuned for more future content.